battings now with actually it's ball one. We're just starting the game. Michael Lewis along with DeAndre Williams out here with you on Vype Live. Glad to have you aboard. Right now, JoJo Billets is actually hitting for Nimitz, and she takes ball two. The pitcher for him, it's uh, Cecilia Milan is actually a pitcher for Aldi Milan's pitch coming in. It's out. It's inside. Inside for strike one. Eisenhower at the bottom of the division at 0-13 and actually 0-7 in district. Nimitz is at 5-2. His pitch is a good hit. It's up the middle. Past Colbert for Eisenhower, and then is a single.
Bilbo makes it to first base. Up next
Bilbo.
for the Lady Cougs is going to be number 12, Ivy Anderson.
Ivy Anderson now to hit for Nimitz. One, nobody out, and one on for Nimitz. Like Anderson wants to bunt, and pitch is down, and Bilbo goes into second with the steal. And nobody out now with the runner on second. 1-0 to count to Anderson. Like she's going to square the bunt. Pitch by Bilbo. Pitch. Good bunt down the right side, and she's in there. Run is home. Bilbo scores, and it scores Nimitz 1 and Eisenhower nothing.
The score up next, and that is going to be number 3, Bridget Herrera.
Bridget Herrera is going to bat next for Nimitz. Anderson at first. Anderson thinking about stealing, but gets back in. 1-0 ILD Eisenhower in this one. The wine and the pitch. Ball outside. It's 2-0. Glad to have you aboard on this night. It's very busy in our city tonight. Ball 3, that's slowing away. Just started this match tonight. Glad to have you aboard. Aldi Eisenhower versus Aldi Nimitz. Pitch, and that's a ball. There goes to first base.
Bridget Herrera makes it to first base. Batting next for the Lady Cougs is going to be number 2, Stephanie Linzer.
Stephanie Linzer is going to hit next for Nimitz. 2 on, nobody out, and Eisenhower up by a score of 1-0. The pitch. Linzer swings away, but there's Anderson hits the third, and she's out. It's like there's a call. She's out. Yeah, she's out, and it's going to be 1 down. No, yeah, she's out. Looks like it's going to be 1 down and 1 strike. The batter. There's a conversation out at the mound. Official on the actual Nimitz coach. Actually talk about the call on Anderson. Looks like Anderson is in, maybe in. There's a break in the action. Okay, she's out at third, so it is official. So Anderson is out. 0-1 count on Milzer. The wine. Pitch to Nilser. Strike 2. 2-strike count to Nilser. The line to pitch to Nilser. Strike 3. He's out on strikes. 2 down now.
Linder strikes out. Bringing up next, Alondra Guzman as the batter. Wearing number 16.
Alondra Guzman will now hit. 2 down. Run on base for Nimitz. The wind and the pitch. Ball is lined out to center field. It's going to go back over the head. And the run scores. Herrera scores. And second base stopping at second base for Nimitz is Guzman.
Up next to bat for the Lady Cougars is going to be number 11, Ayana Garcia.
Ayana Garcia now up next for Nimitz. 2-0. Nimitz leads this one. The wind, the pitch. Strike in there for a strike. Wind, the pitch. Outside. 1-1. Next pitch. Ball's hit out right field and there for the out is Colbert.
Yeah, out the players change positions on the field.
We go to the bottom. We go to the bottom of the second to score. Aldi Eisenhower 2 and Aldi Nimitz 2 and Aldi Eisenhower nothing. You're watching and listening to Aldi Nicety Girls Softball on Vype Live. Welcome back to today's 13-6A softball game between that is going to be between Aldi Nimitz and Aldi Eisenhower. Eisenhower is the bat, the pitcher for
First in the batting order tonight for the Lady Eagles is going to be number 3,
Jojo Bilbo, the pitcher, and Maya Seal, the catcher for Nimitz. For Eisenhower, this is going to be Colby Milan. The pitcher will be hitting first. Eisenhower down 2-0. Great to have you along tonight. Very busy evening in our city tonight. A lot of things going on. As you probably know, this is our city. The Final Four is here as well. So enjoy. It's going to be an enjoyable weekend of sports around here in this city. And high school sports too as well. Bilbo ready. The pitch Milan. Fouled off. There are other games going on tonight as well, and 13-6A. Take a look at that on Max Raps Live and also Vype Live. Pitched by Bilbo to Milan. High. 1-1. Eisenhower, a pretty young team, mostly juniors and also sophomores. Pitch. Right up back to the middle, back to Bilbo. Throw to first. Herrera is good. Okay, the batter.
Up next to bat is number 5, Jacqueline Gonzalez.
Jacqueline Gonzalez now to hit. Pitch by Bilbo is actually a strike. Eisenhower 0-13 on this season and 0-7 in district. Wind by Bilbo. Pitch to Gonzalez. Strike 2. Charisma Garcia on deck for Eisenhower. Pitch by Bilbo. Fouled away by Gonzalez. Milan looks. Pitch. Gonzalez. She's out of there. 3-strike count. Charisma Garcia, the catcher, is going to.
Charisma Garcia at that for the Lady Eagles.
Garcia, the leading hitter for the Lady Eagles. Bilbo, the pitch is high. One and 0 to count. Nimitz is up 2-0. Bottom of 1. Pitch. Right in there. Good pitch by Bilbo. 1-1 to count to Charisma Garcia, the catcher for the Eagles. The wind by Bilbo, the pitch. That's a solid hit going out to the right side, but it's dropped. Going into second base is Charisma Garcia. That's going to be a single in the error.
Garcia makes it to second base. Up next to that is number 11, Lauren LeBlanc.
Stephanie Linder with the error. Lauren LeBlanc is in. And there's going to be a switch for Nimitz. Ayana Richard is in the game in left field. Ariana LeBlanc. Stephanie Linder is out. And Ayana Richard is in left field. Yeah, 2 down now. Runner on. It's Sankey for Eisenhower. Lauren LeBlanc is going to hit. Blanc is actually the leader on the team in steals. Line by Bilbo. The pitch to LeBlanc. High and away. Going to third base is Garcia. She holds it right there. 2 down, 1 out. Runner on third. And a 1-0 count to LeBlanc. Bilbo, the pitch by Bilbo. High and away. 2-0 the count. Look down to third to try to get Garcia. Bilbo, the pitch to LeBlanc. Strike. It's 2-1 to LeBlanc. Nimitz on the season 14-7 and 5-2 district in the third. Pitch. Fouled away by LeBlanc. He actually, Nimitz is battling Aldine Davis for that fourth spot. Pitch by Bilbo. Outside to LeBlanc. 3 and full count. 2 away. Run on third for Eisenhower. The pitch. Well, he gets away. And Garcia scores and LeBlanc goes to first base. And it's now 2-1 Nimitz.
Batting next for the Lady Eagles is going to be number 4, Issa Reina.
Issa Reina is now up for Nimitz. I mean for Eisenhower. Nimitz pitchers Bilbo and a third baseman are actually conversing. Issa Reina hitting 1 on. 2 out. Time call. Strike 1 to Reina. Pitch. Reina fouls it off. 0-2 count. To Issa Reina. All the Eisenhower Lady Eagles have scored, so it is 2-1. The wind by Bilbo. The pitch. Reina. Ground ball, second base. Got the force on LeBlanc, and that is going to do it. But 1 run on 2 hits and 1 error. The score, as we go to the top of the second, it's the Aldine Eisenhower Lady Eagles 1 and the Aldine Nimitz Lady Cougars 2. You are watching Aldine ISD Girls Softball on Vype Live.
Lolly's pitching, and Charisma is catching up to bat for the Lady Cougars.
We're back now.
Number 1, Abigail Ruiz.
Abigail Ruiz now the pitch to hit now for Nimitz. Line to pitch. It's inside. 2-0. Thank you for watching on Vype Live. The Eisenhower Lady Eagles versus the Aldine Nimitz Lady Cougars. Lady Cougars leading 2-1. Pitch by Milan. Three-0 count to Ruiz. Abigail Ruiz hitting. Milan to pitch. Grounded to Colbert. Over to first, and it gets by the first baseman. Abigail Ruiz now into second. It's going to be error on Natalia Kilbert. She was just a little bit wide of Jalen Gerarda.
Gonna be number 9, Alyssa Rocha.
Liz Rocha now to hit for Nimitz. Nobody down. Runner on second. Pitch by Milan. Outside to Ruiz. Looking to run her back. The pitch just a little bit behind. 2-0 to count. To Alyssa Rocha. Milan ready. Here's the pitch. Hit the second base. And advances, Rocha advances a runner over. Reese over. Clero Casas, who's now going to hit for Nimitz. One down. Run on third. Milan looking. Pitch. Ball's in right field. It's going to drop. Base hit. It's going to base hit. Scoring from third. And on the overthrow at the plate, going into second. It's going to be RBI for Alyssa. It's going to be RBI for Alyssa Rocha.
That is going to be JoJo Bilbo.
JoJo Bilbo to bat, the pitcher. Kusa is at second. Bilbo, base hit up the middle. You see Angela coming around to score, and she's out. And Bilbo goes to second, and she's there, but they get the runner out at home.
Up next to bat is going to be number 12, Ivy Anderson.
Ivy Anderson now up to bat. Nimitz up 3-1. Runner on second with 2 down. Anderson strikes. He's trying to go around the bunt. Again, he's trying to square the bunt is Anderson. The wind by Milan to pitch. 1-all. Ball one, 1 ball, 1 strike. 3-1 this inning, just some good hitting, but also Ivy Colbert's infield error costed 1 run. 2 balls, 1 strike on the count. 2 down. Pitch to Anderson. 3-1. And Bilbo goes into third with a stolen base. No one was covering there for Eisenhower. 3-1. Anderson scoring around 2. Looks like she's going to try to bunt. And it's now full. 3-2. Good pitch by Milan. The wind by Milan. The pitch to Anderson. It's strike 3, and that's going to do it. But for the Lady Cougars, it is 1 run on 2 hits, and there was a Eisenhower error. The score in going to bottom of the second, it is Aldi Nimitz, the Lady Cougars 3, and the Aldine Eisenhower Lady Eagles 1. You are listening and watching all the ISD girls softball on Vype Live. Welcome back to Aldine ISD Girls Softball here at Aldine ISD Stadium in Houston. Michael Lewis, John Trey Williams with you. The Aldine Nimitz Lady Cougars lead this one over the Aldine Eisenhower Lady Eagles 3-1. Natalia Colbert is going to be hitting for the Lady Eagles for Eisenhower. Three runs for Nimitz has been the story of this ball game. A costly error by Colbert actually in the last inning, proven to be the extra run that Nimitz got. The wind by Bilbo, the pitch to Colbert, outside. It's gonna be 1-0. The wind by Bilbo. The pitch to Colbert. The strike. Good pitch by Bilbo. 1-1. Then Talia Colbert. The wind by Bilbo. And the pitch. Colbert hits it up the middle. Base hit. Colbert there with a single. Natalie Garcia is next for the Lady Eagles. Colbert on first for the Lady Eagles. Strike one to Garcia. The wind by Bilbo. The pitch to Garcia. Down to third. Has got one. Not in time to get. It did get Colbert at second, but not in time to go to first.
Batting next for the Lady Eagles is going to be number 1, Eileen Duras.
Good play by Clarabelle Casa for Nimitz, but not to be able to turn a double play. Strike one to the batter, Eileen Duras. Wide by Bilbo. And the pitch to Duras. Strike two. 2 strikes to Duras. Eileen Duras. 1 down. Bottom of 2. Okay, good hit by Duras out to the left field. Ball's thrown back in. Have runners at first and second. And
Up next to that is Leah Nash.
Leah Nash now will hit for the Eagles. The Eagles trailing 3-1. Bouncer. It is foul. Been a good ball game so far. Both pitchers have actually had some good control. Some great hitting on both sides. Bilbo, the pitch to Nash. Strike. 2-strike count to Nash. Play Nash. To Wine by Bilbo, the pitch to Nash. As the chopper, they get one and they get two. That's going to do the inning. No runs on no hits. No runs on 2 hits. No errors. And the score is going to top of the third. It is Aldine Nimitz, the Lady Cougars 3, and the Aldine Eisenhower Lady Eagles 1. You're listening to Aldine Eisenhower Girls Softball right here on Vype Live. We're back here. Bridget Herrera on to add bat for the Lady Nimitz Lady Cougars. With Milan still pitching for Eisenhower, the Lady Eagles. Lady Cougars are leading this one 3-0. Michael Lewis, John Terry Williams with you from Aldine ISD Softball Complex. It's strike in to Herrera. The pitch by Milan. It's going to be outside for a ball. 1-1. Milan ready to pitch. Herrera line to Colbert. Good play by Talia Colbert. 1 down.
Batting next, wearing number 6. Is Ayana Richards.
Ida Richards now hitting for Nimitz. She's hit by the pitch.
Up next to bat is going to be number 16, Alondra Guzman.
Alondra Guzman now hitting. Richards on first for Nimitz. Bilbo, has been a great pitcher for Nimitz. It's a strike, but in at second base is Richards. She's thinking about going to third, but she stays right there. Milan still on pitching for Eisenhower. Milan. The pitch to Guzman. It's low and away. Richards taking base down to third and in with the steal. 1 out, 1 on for the Lady Cougars. Milan ready. The wind and the pitch. Strike. 1-2 to Guzman. Milan, the pitch to Guzman. Strikes are out. Second strikeout for Milan.
Guzman strikes out. What makes the bat wearing number 11 is Ayana Garcia.
All right, Garcia now. In for up to bat. Milan, the wind, the pitch. Low. 1-0 to Ayana Garcia. Abigail Reese is on deck. Pitch outside. Reese is trying to signal down. She was coming down from third for a steal. 2 balls, no strike count. The pitch. It's outside to Garcia. Pitch. And she walks. Garcia walks. Abigail Ruiz now will come in and hit for Nimitz.
Garcia walks. Up next to bat is going to be Abigail Ruiz wearing the number 1.
Runners at the corners, 2 out. Abigail Ruiz on Milan's pitch. Fouled away. Girls high school softball. All over the state of Texas. Glad to have you along for this one. The pitch by Milan. Base hit by Ruiz. And coming to score is Richardson. It's now 4-1. Nimitz. Alyssa Roca is now coming in. Alyssa Roca is now 2 out, 2 on, and 2 out. Milan's pitch is a strike. 0-1 to count to 1-1 to count. Ball tight. Pitch to Roca. Oh, it hit her. It hit her. And the runners advance. It's going to be bases loaded. Club Bella Casa. He's actually.
Next to that, wearing the number 5 is Clarabelle Casa.
She's now in a bases loaded situation. Milan looking down. The pitch to Casa. Down to third. Cobra touches the bag, and that's going to end the inning. But Lady Cougars get 2 runs. Yeah, 1 run on 2 hits and 1 error. And the score at the bottom of the third is the Aldine Nimitz Lady Cougars 4 and the Aldine Eisenhower Lady Eagles 1. You are listening and watching Aldine ISD Girls Softball on Vype Live.
to bat first for the Lady Eagles.
Welcome back to Aldine ISD Softball Complex. Michael Lewis and John Terry Williams with you. The home Lady Eagles of Aldine Eisenhower. It's in their bottom three. Colby Milan, the pitcher, is due to hit this inning. All pitchers, especially JoJo Bilbo, has really pitched very well today. Now pitcher versus pitcher in this one. Milan, pitch Milan, it's low. The wind by Bilbo to pitch to Milan. It's outside. 2-0 to Kobe Milan. Both pitchers have pitched well in spots tonight. The wind by Bilbo and the pitch. 3 balls, no strike count to Milan, Kobe Milan. 4-1 Eisenhower leading in this one, bottom of the third inning. Pitch by Bilbo. Should be walked. Milan, Kobe Milan goes to first. Jacqueline Gonzalez will be hitting. Runner on first. Pitch is ball high by Bilbo. Low. Milan goes to second on the wild pitch by Bilbo. Ball's no strike count. Pitch. Gonzalez, it's high. 3-0. Good crowd on hand for tonight's game. Pitch by Bilbo. And that's another walk. Second walk of this inning given by Bilbo. Gonzalez is going to first. Charisma Garcia. He actually had one of the RBIs. It looks like Dick's going to intentionally walk her. And she's moving over. Garcia's going to move over. And looks like there is a pitching change for Nimitz. Looks like number 10 for Nimitz. We're going to get a change for her. I'm going to check to see who number 10 is for Nimitz pitching. Bilbo only goes 2.5 innings for the Lady Cougars in this one. We're going to get the new pitcher's name for Nimitz.
The Lady Cougars love the pitcher to Jay Brooks wearing the number 10.
Jay Brooks is going to be pitching. It's now in relief of Bilbo.
10 for 9. We got it. Thank you.
Lauren LeBlanc will be hitting
It's
now.
going to be number 11, Ron LeBlanc.
LeBlanc with a bases loaded situation for Eisenhower. Pitch. It's high. Harris with the wine. He pitched to LeBlanc. Ground ball. Get one. And did not get the other runner. And a run is in. LeBlanc is safe at first and scoring from third is actually Kobe Milan. There is an actual Doc Preston's house. She was tagged, but the Eisenhower coach is out there actually talking to her, to the umpire. I'm going to try to get another look at this as well. It is 4-2 on this one. It's stop and play on an actual call that was an out. Possibly there may have been a fielder interference. It's safe. So it's actually, there's no one out, and it's actually safe. So the bases are loaded. So fielder's choice is actually a base hit for LeBlanc. So an infield hit for LeBlanc. Arisa Reyna has a golden opportunity to put the home Eagles ahead here. They're actually the actual Nimitz coach is actually discussing that call. And now we're back in. Ezra Reyna is now going to hit a golden opportunity for the home Lady Eagles. Golden opportunity for the Lady Eagles to open this game, take the game wide open here. Here's the sign and the pitch to Reyna, high. No ball, one ball, no strike count to Reyna. One run this inning in for the Lady Eagles. Swings for Harris. And the pitch to Reyna. Strike two. And the ball gets away. And scoring will be Gonzalez from third. And the ball now, we have a rundown. And back in is Garcia. Gonzalez scores. It's now 4-3. Still batting is Ezra Reyna with 2 on. Runs on second and third. Good chance to capitalize on this. Harris looks it down. The wind, the pitch to Reyna. And that's another strike two. Running Garcia back. LeBlanc on second as well for Eisenhower. Reyna with facing a 1-2 count. Young with the sign. And the pitch to Reyna. Low. Throw to third. You don't get Garcia. 2-2 to Ezra Reyna. One by Young. Stretch the pitch. Rayna, good hit. Garcia scores. Rayna's going to second, and she stays right there. She's trying to go to third, and now they got him caught. They got her caught in the rundown. She goes back to second. RBI double for Ezra Rayna, trying to take it on to third. It's all tied 4-all. Italy Cobra now can actually break this tie. 1 out, 4-all in this one. Lady Eagles have scored 3 in this inning, in the bottom half of their inning. Pitch by Young. Throw down to try to get LeBlanc. LeBlanc, the leading stealer in their ball club. On the Young Lady Eagles ball club with 10. Puts her 7th in the district. The wind by Young. And the pitch to Colbert. Good hit by Colbert. LeBlanc scores. Rayna in. And now going to third is Colbert. She's there with a triple. And the Lady Eagles lead this one. Now the score is 6-4.
Wearing number 14, the batter is going to be Nally Garcia.
Looks like on that slide, looks like Ezra Rayna actually maybe pull the calf on there, coming in and sliding. Now the Lady Eagles lead 6-4. Natalie Garcia, the batter. Colbert on third base. The wind, the pitch. Ball hit the third. Cross, and she's out. But Talia Colbert scores a run banded in for Garcia. And now it's 7-4. The Lady Eagles of Eisenhower lead this one. Ellen Duras is now going to hit. 7-4, bottom of the 6 runs in this inning for the Lady Eagles of Eisenhower. There's a stop and play here.
Only 1 out.
It's like we have either we'll check and see if there's 1 or 2 outs here, but it's wind by Young. The pitch. It's a 1 out. Pitch to Duras. It's a foul ball. The Lady Eagles have scored 6 runs in this inning. DeWine by Young. The pitch to Duras. And strike. That's a 1 strike count. 1-1 to Duras. Line by Young in the pitch. The pop. Young makes the great catch on it. And that's going to be 2 down. Leah Nash now to hit for the Lady Eagles. Single in the bottom of the second. Lady Eagles leading this one 7-4. The wind by Young to pitch. Low to Nash. Nimitz actually needs to stay pace with the Woodlands and also with Spring as well in this district to keep pace. They'll need to try to pull out this win tonight. The pitch by Young to Nash. High. 2-0 the count. Again, this young Eisenhower Eagles team really come to play tonight. The line by Young. Pitch to Nash. Low and away. 3-0. 2 away in this bottom of the third inning. We have to give a chant out to Young. Seven to 4. The Lady Eagles of Eisenhower lead this one. The wind by Young. Pitch to Nash. It's Tapper. Back to Young. Thrown first. It's away. Nash goes to second on the error by Young. She's going to head to third. And she's in there. A 2-base error gets Leah Nash to third. Jalen Gerarda is now going to hit for the Lady Eagles, leading this one 7 to 4.
Guardiola is the next batter for the Lady Eagles. I'm sorry. That's his Lolly Milan.
It's correction. It's hopefully the Milan is the pitcher is hitting this one. Let's go. The wide by Young. The pitch to Milan. It's in tight. It's 0-2, 2 balls, no strike count. 2 down. Lady Eagles of Eisenhower lead this one 7 to 4. A 6-run inning in this one has propelled them. The wind by Young. The pitch. 3 balls, no strike count. Runner on third. Leah Nash for the Eagles is on third. The line by Young. The pitch. It's ball away. And Milan goes to first, and Jacqueline Gonzalez, the Lady Eagles, 6 runs in this inning has been the key of this ball game so far, along with 2 costly errors by the Cougars as well, Lady Cougars as well, of Nimitz. Line by Young. The pitch. Gonzalez strike 1. 0-1 to count to Jacqueline Gonzalez. This inning, they have batted around pretty much the whole lineup in this inning for the Lady Eagles. The pitch to Gonzalez. Milan into second with the steal. Now runners are at second and third. Nash at second, at third, and Milan at second for Eisenhower. The line by Young. The pitch to Gonzalez. Low. 3-1 to count. The wind by Young. And the pitch to Gonzalez. Low. Throw to try to get Nash, not in time. 3-1 to Gonzalez. Pitch. Zales walks. Bases loaded again for the Lady Eagles. Yeah. Looks like they're gonna walk the runner in. Nash. They're gonna walk Charisma Garcia, and Leah Nash scores for the Eagles, and now it's 8-4. Eisenhower leads this one. It's going to be Laurelyn LeBlanc. Mm-hmm. Garcia. Charisma Garcia was walked. So now Laurelyn LeBlanc is at the plate. 8-4. Eisenhower leads this one. The pitch by Young. Oh, it's dribbled to first, and that's actually gonna do it. But 7 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors by the Lady Cougars. The score, as we're going to the top of the 4th, the Aldine Eisenhower Lady Eagles 8 and the visiting Aldine Nimitz Lady Cougars 4. You are listening to Aldine ISD Girls Softball on Vype Live. Back here, Nimitz is up to bat now. Aldine Eisenhower leading this game by a score of 8-4. The ball hit going by LeBlanc for Eisenhower. A double to start the inning now for Nimitz. Now was JoJo. Let's see. Let's check that. I want to check that who's on second base. I want to see JoJo Bilbo's on second with that double. Good attempt, though, by Lauren LeBlanc, the shortstop, to try to make a play on it. Looks like there's going to be some switching around.
Up next to that is going to be Ivy Anderson on second base. For the Lady Cougars.
one on, nobody out. Ivy Anderson now, the batter now for Nimitz in the squared off bip bump position. Milan to pitch, runs the runner back. CO runs the runner back. Bilbo. The wind, but infield drawn in. The wind by Milan to pitch to Anderson. No. It's high, and it's 2-0 to Anderson. The wind by Milan to pitch to Anderson outside. Eisenhower leading this one 8-4 over Nimitz. Pitch to Anderson. His strike is tipped off. 3-1 to count to Anderson. Looks like she's going to try and square around the bunt here again. Infield drawn in. 3-2. Like she's gonna have to swing away now. Hope Milan has pitched almost a great game tonight. Only giving it 4 runs. Milan stretch the pitch to Anderson. Fouled away. Rachel Herrera, Bridget Herrera in the on-deck circle for Nimitz to hit next. Nobody out. Count of 3-2. Pitch by Milan. Too high. Anderson is on base. Bridget Herrera now to hit. Bridget Herrera the bat now. Runs it first and second. No, 1 out. No out. Pitch to Herrera. Ball outside. 1-0 to Herrera. Glad to have you aboard for this one tonight. Wind by Milan. The pitch to Herrera. Fouled away. 1-1. To Bridget Herrera. The wind by Milan. Pitch to Herrera. Low. CO trying to run the runner back. Bilbo. 2-1 the count. The wind by Milan. Pitch to Herrera outside. So I see Bilbo was going to take off. 3-1 now to Herrera. Milan. Beers down. The wind, the pitch. It's going bases are loaded now with the walk. Ariana Richards is going to hit. His CO is now going out to talk to a pitcher. Going to be Milan. He's pitched a pretty good ball game tonight. 8-4. Ariana Richards now to hit. Bases loaded for the Lady Cougars. No one out. Wind by Milan to pitch. A good opportunity for Richards to get the Lady Cougars back into this one. Why am I Milan? The pitch. And there's going to be hit by a batter, and Bilbo comes in to score. But now they're going to take a. It's 8-5, but we actually have a break in action by the umpires. Laundry Guzman now. 8-5. Nobody out. Great opportunity for her to get the Lady Cougars back into this one. The pitch by Milan. Outside. It's inside. Good breaking pitch. It's one strike on the call. Milan trying to get out of a jam in this inning. The wind. The pitch to Guzman. Ball's hit out to the right side, and a good hit. Both runners are there. They're going to get somebody. They're going to get one. All the runners are safe. Now they're going to try to get the runner at third, and Colbert drops it. And there is one out. That is just a very crazy play.
Who's taking out?
8-5 in this one. The pitch. Tight. To Ayana Garcia's in tight. 8-5. Eisenhower leads, but there is bases loaded. Garcia can actually break this one open. Pitch by Milan, strike. 1-1. Bases loaded on this one. Been a back and forth game tonight. Liner, Colbert on the way home to CO. She's out. Good play by Colbert. It's like there's a 2 down in this one. Looked like the side was retired. We have it here 8-5.
3 outs? Are we back to 3 outs again? Sir. Blue. 3 outs?
So that's going to do it for a very wild fourth inning. The score, the Aldi Eisenhower Lady Eagles 8 and the Aldi Nimitz Lady Cougars 5. You're listening to Aldi ISD Girls Softball on Vype Live. Back here at Aldi Dynasty Softball Complex, Michael Lewis along with John Trey Williams. A very wild one here at Aldi Dynasty Softball Complex between the Lady Eagles of Eisenhower leading the Lady Cougars of Nimitz. Aldi Nimitz Lady Cougars by a score of 8-5. This one's been back and forth. It's Esther Reyna is going to lead it off for the Lady Eagles. Young still pitching for Nimitz. The wind. And the pitch, first pitch to Reyna. That's a strike. Been a back and forth game here. Pretty good ball game here. The Lady Eagles are really fighting to try and get their first win of the season. Young looking, bearing down. The pitch to Reyna. That's going to be 1-1. The big difference in this ball game has been a 7-run bottom of the third inning by the Lady Eagles, and that has been the difference in this one. DeWine, the pitch to Reyna, low and away. It's going to be a conference at the mound. Young. DeWine. Young. The pitch to Reyna. Outside, 3-1. John Trey, speaking of Final Fours, the women are tonight. They're playing tonight, as you know. Yes. The pitch by Young. And Reyna walks. Talia Colbert is now actually batting for the Lady Eagles. She was key in that 7-run inning in the bottom of the third. To wind. And the pitch to Colbert. Outside. Colbert is actually a 3-sport athlete over at Eisenhower. She was on the actual district girls season last year as a star shooting guard for the Lady Eagles last year. Pitch. Strike to Colbert. Colbert down by. See how the runner did not advance. The runner did not try to go. 1-1 to Colbert. The wind. The pitch to Colbert. High. 2-1. John Terry, good thing about Talia Colbert, her oldest brother played at Eisenhower and played a linebacker at Stephen F. Austin. Why by Young. And the pitch to Colbert. Strike 2-2 to Colbert. This win, if Eisenhower holds on, this would be the first win of the season if they hold on to this one. One by Young. And the pitch. Colbert low and away. Reyna goes to second. She's there. 3-2, full count to Colbert. And she takes her base and walks. Italia Colbert goes to first. And Reina goes to third for the Eagles. And now up to band is going to be Natalie Garcia now for Eisenhower. The pitch. Colbert goes down to second. Reina comes in and scores from third. And it got Colbert in the rundown. It got Colbert running from back. And they get Colbert, and she's out at third. Trying to stretch it in. And that's gonna be 2 down. Gonna be 1 down. But the run did come in. Reina did score from third. So it's 9-5. The Lady Eagles of Eisenhower leading this one. Garcia. Garcia with no balls, no strike count onto her. 1 run in for the Lady Eagles. Pitched by Young. In the dirt. Pitch by Young. Ball's hit. And it's going base hit up the middle by Garcia. That's going to bring to the plate Eleanor Duras. Leah Nash will be on deck. 1 out. Runner on, 1 run in this inning for the Lady Eagles, leading 9-5. The wine. The pitch. There's a pitch out there trying to get the runner at second. Wine by Young. The pitch. Low and away. Garcia goes down to second. And she's in with a stolen base. 1 down. 1-0 to count to Duras. Leah Nash is on deck next. The wine, the pitch, outside, 2-0, 2-0. You count to Aileen Duras. The Lady Eagles lead this one by a score of 9-5. Great Friday night for softball here in this great city of ours. The wine. Young. The pitch. Low in the dirt. It's a walk to Duras. And that's going to bring in Leah Nash in. There's going to be a time, and I think there's going to be a pitching change. I guess it's going to be a pitching change. I'm going to take here a pitching change for Nimitz, trailing 9-5 to the Lady Eagles of Eisenhower. And there's one away in this one. In the bottom of the fourth inning, the home Lady Eagles leading. Leah Nash is going to hit. We can actually see who the actual pitcher is as well for Nimitz. So, it's like JoJo Bilbo is actually back on the mound to pitch for Nimitz. She was the starter in this one. Leah Nash is going to be the one hitting. Lady Eagles lead this one of Eisenhower 9-5 over the Lady Cougars of Nimitz. A lot of great sports on this weekend. If you're in town in our city, there's the men's Final Four. You go up north to Dallas, there's the women's Final Four starting tonight. A lot of great sports around the state. JoJo Bilbo's back in the pitch. Leah Nash, this pitch to Nash. And the ball's away. Ball gets away. And Sirius actually advances to second for Eisenhower. One ball, no strike count to Nash. Dearest is now on to second for Eisenhower. The wind by Bilbo, the pitch. Seattle trying to throw it to third to get the runner there. That would be Garcia. She was trying to get her. It's the Nash outside. They're trying to get Garcia to third, but no avail. 9-5. The Lady Eagles trying to add some more to that lead. The wind by Bilbo. The pitch to Nash. High on the outside. Nash is on. Bases loaded on. And this has been really either the errors or a lot of just not really finding the corners for the pitchers tonight, John Trey, for Nimitz. It's really costing them a lot of innings where they've had a lot of walks for runs as well for Eisenhower. Up here at the bat for Eisenhower is going to be Junk. It's going to be the pitcher Kobe Milan who actually will be hitting. Bases loaded, one out for the home Lady Eagles. Milan's going to step in. The wind by Bilbo, the pitch. Milan. It gets away. Coming in to score, and that's going to get away from Bilbo. Coming in now is Darius, and Nash goes to third. 2-run score on the wild pitch. And the score now is 11-5. The Eisenhower Lady Eagles lead this one, and they've expanded the lead on. Wild pitch by Bilbo. Time.
What's your count, Blue? Sir, what's your count?
One ball, no strike count to Kobe Milan. 2 runners score in this inning, 11-5. Eisenhower. The Albany Eisenhower Lady Eagles lead this one. just been a ineffective night for the pitching
Hello?
for the Lady Cougars for Nimitz tonight. A lot of wild pitches as well, but a lot of great scoring opportunities for the Lady Eagles as well.
No gaming.
Milan stepping in now to get on a ball, one ball, no strike count. Swings away, 1-1 to Milan. Trying to get the runner at third. One out. The runner on third base, and Milan to hit. Bilbo to pitch, low and away. 2-1 at the count. The wind, pitch by Bilbo. Low and away, it hits the batter, hits Milan, and she goes to first. They'll put runners at the corners with one out, and that's going to bring up to the plate Jacqueline Gonzalez. Runners at the corners with the Lady Eagles. The pitch by Bilbo. Way, but Milan to second base with the steal. No throw. The runners at second and third with one out. The pitch fouled away by Gonzalez. 1-1 to count to Jacqueline Gonzalez. The wind by Bobo, the pitch, and hits Gonzalez. Now we're back to, it's going to be an actual bases loaded. Bases loaded, and now that's going to bring up to hit. Charisma Garcia. Dave intentionally walked her twice. Looks like there's a time the actual Nimitz coach is actually going to make a change. $11 to 5 in this one. The Lady Eagles, John Dre, the Lady Eagles, the key parts of this game is actually the third inning when they scored 7 runs in the third inning, and also they're now with these bases loaded situations in regards to just some wild pitches and actually some ineffective pitching by the Lady Cougars have costed them tonight. For the Lady Eagles, they have nothing to lose. I mean, they're a team that's lost 13 in a row, and now these guys are, if they pull it out, this is a morale booster for the rest of the season. It's still early, but it's going to give them a district win. This will kind of demoralize Nimitz just slightly. If they lose this game, they cannot come back. And they're in that running with the Woodlands and also Spring. And also, this actually will put Davis, who we did a game for just early this week, puts Aldine Davis in the striking range in that third spot if Nimitz loses this ballgame tonight. This is a rivalry. It doesn't really matter if it's baseball, if it's any sport. These guys have actually played very well against each other for years. Speaking of Eisenhower christening in the Final Four, when the Fan Fest came in, people came in for the Final Four today. Eisenhower grad and former athlete Eisenhower, and now mayoral candidate of Houston, Amanda Edwards, actually played her athletics, high school athletics at Eisenhower, basketball, and actually ran track at Eisenhower as well. I'm going to get some scores from other games. Over at Davis High School Field, Aldine Davis Field, it is MacArthur Aldine MacArthur losing to Aldine Davis by a score of 12-5 tonight. So that game has just ended over there as well. It's going to heat up. You know, it's still early in district play. Got maybe a few more weeks left for district play as well. We're going to try to get you maybe a score on the women's matches tonight. Should be some good games. Charisma Garcia is going to be intentionally walked, and Leah Nash will score.
Like to remind you that there will be courtesy at the game at all times.
And let's see who's going to be pitching for Nimitz. Okay.
We've had people change on the mound. It's going to be number 14, Zora McFarland.
Zora McFarland will be pitching for Nimitz in a relief situation. Lauren LeBlanc will be in another good RBI situation again, like she was back in the third inning. Here's another athlete for you. LeBlanc played on that girls district championship basketball team at Eisenhower for Coach Thomasina Gadsden. She was actually their backup point guard there as well. And she still, after this is over with, she still has track to run as well. Year-round athlete. Now, something about Lauren LeBlanc is also as well that again, she comes from a family of folks that actually played there. Her aunt played basketball and ran track there at Eisenhower. Lauren LeBlanc is actually going to be hitting. Bases are loaded for her. The pitch by McFarland, low and away to LeBlanc. And Lauren LeBlanc is actually, John Trey, she's the leading base stealer on this young ball club. 11 steals for the young Lady Eagles as well. The wind by McFarland. The pitch to LeBlanc, low and away. Just in the record books, there may be a record book in regards to Charisma Garcia has been walked 4 times in this ball game intentionally, and that may be a record. Maybe a record in all the ISD girls softball. The wind by McFarland, the pitch to LeBlanc, high and away, and it was wild, and she is safe. Milan comes in to score. Now it's 13-5. The count to LeBlanc. The wind by McFarland. The pitch to LeBlanc. Low and away, and it's ball 4. And the runner comes in, and Gonzalez scores, and it's 14-5. Eisenhower. LeBlanc goes to first. And stepping up the plate for Eisenhower, going to be Ezra Reyna. Natalia Colbert is on deck for Eisenhower. 14-5 in this one. 6 runs in this inning for the Lady Eagles. The pitch by McFarland. On the way, LeBlanc has steal number 12 on the season. Lauren LeBlanc gets steal number 12. She's got to be somewhere in the district as far as one of the leaders in steals. The wind by McFarland. The pinch to Reyna. Low and away. Ball gets by Seattle, but nobody's advancing. They're checking LeBlanc, and they also check Garcia at third. Reyna, as Reyna has a 2-0 count. One down in the game in this inning. Aldine Eisenhower, Lady Eagles leading this one 14-5 over the Aldine Nimitz Lady Cougars. Pitched by McFarland. Gets away. Down in for the score is Garcia, and it is now 15-5. The Lady Eagles leading the Lady Cougars of Nimitz. Yes, and these guys, and they are really playing. It doesn't matter the records, like you said. You know, Nimitz is playing. Eisenhower is playing Nimitz very well tonight. The Y by McFarland. The pitch to Reyna, and she's on base now. Italia Colbert, who's 3 for 4 in this ball game, is up now. 7 runs in this inning, just like last inning for the Lady Eagles. 7 runs in this inning, 15-5 lead over Nimitz. Talia Colbert. 3 for 4 in this game. The wind to pitch to Colbert. Gets away, and coming down is LeBlanc, and she scores on the wild pitch. 16-5. 8 runs in this inning for the Lady Eagles of Eisenhower. The wind by McFarland. And the pitch to Colbert. It's in there for a strike. 1-1. Colbert, like LeBlanc, again from that district girls basketball championship team for the Lady Eagles of Eisenhower. The wind by McFarland. And the pitch. Colbert fouls it away. 1-2 to count to Natalia Colbert. 15 runs, 18 hits for the Lady Eagles of Eisenhower. 5 runs, 7 hits, and 6 errors for the Lady Cougars. The wind by McFarland. And the pitch to Colbert, it's high. Reyna goes back to second. Don't forget the men's Final Four tomorrow in Houston if you're watching here in Houston, or if you're watching on TV at home on CBS. Check your local listings for the first and second games as well. A lot of underdogs in this one. Very much so. The Wyman McFarland, the pitch to Colbert. Low. The throw down to third to try to get Reyna. She's safe. 16-5 in this one. And we found out that Talia Colbert is actually the only senior on this team. And she has committed to Prairie View University. And she is going on a softball scholarship. Colbert, the pop up, and it's Bilbo makes the catch. Ball's away, and scoring will be Reyna. It's going to make it 17-5. 9 runs in this inning for the Lady Eagles. It is. And you know, and for a young team like this to score this many runs in this game, unbelievable. The wind by McFarland. The pitch It goes low. Battered Natalie Garcia. This one. The wine by McFarland. The pitch to Garcia. 1-0 pitch. Low again. He did hit Garcia on the foot, and now she's going to first. One on, 2 out. 17-5. Eisenhower Lady Eagles lead. And the batter now is Ilian Duras. Leah Nash on deck. 17-5. The wine by McFarland. And the pitch. Outside. 1-0. Nimitz loses this ball game, they're going to fall to in District 2, 5-3, and this could put Aldine Davis. They could actually be a half game behind them. Wild pitch by McFarland down to second is Garcia. McFarland stepping away. The 2-0 pitch to Doris from McFarland. Ball gets away, but going back is Garcia, the second. 3-0, the count to Doris. The wind, pitch, strike, 3-1 to Doris. Eisenhower will go to 1-15 if they, and 1-6 in district if they win this one. Wind to pitch by McFarland, low and away. On the wild pitch, Doris is actually going to first, and Leah Nash again. This is batter number, they've gone now around the lineup. This is the 13th batter in this inning, and now Leah Nash is up for the second time in this inning as well. 17-5. Runners at the corners with 2 out. The wind by McFarland. The pitch. Gone is Doris, and she's in second base with a stolen base. And Garcia's ran back to third. No play there. Leah Nash. The wind by McFarland. The pitch to Nash. Strike in there. The wind by McFarland. 0-2 pitch to Nash. High. 1-2. It's just been a very, seems like it's just been a very long night for the pitching staff of Nimitz, of the Lady Cougars. Yes. Pitch, low and away, 2-2 to Leah Nash. Again, Nash, another one of those multifaceted athletes played volleyball on the Eisenhower ladies volleyball team as well. The wine, the pitch to Nash. Tips, stepped off the plate, and she beats it out. For a base hit, Leah Nash beats it out for a base hit. Garcia stays at third. 2 down, and it's going to be the top of the order who started this inning. The pitcher. Goalie Milan will. She started this inning. She started this inning. 9 runs this inning for the Lady Eagles of Eisenhower. Again, bases loaded situation. Milan can open up this game even more. The pitch. Milan hits it up to first, and she's out. But that's going to end the inning for the Eisenhower Lady Eagles. 9 runs, 14 hits, 4 errors. Well, 5 errors, mostly 4 wild pitches, and the score. You're going to the top of the 5th. The score: the Eisenhower Lady Eagles 70, and the Aldine Nimitz Lady Cougars 5. You are watching and listening to Aldine ISD Girls Softball on Vype Live. Pitch by Milan. Strike 1. Abigail Ruiz. Banner. Again, pitch by Milan. Strike 2. This could be the actual end of this one if the Nimitz does not score this inning. Milan to stretch, the pitch. Ball low. 1-2 count to Ruiz. Very long night for the Lady Cougars of Nimitz after leading 4-1. Milan stretch the pitch. Foul ball off. And the thing was that Eisenhower got out to they were trailing 4-1. And it just seemed like the bats and then also some errors by Nimitz opened up the floodgates. The pitch by Milan outside to Ruiz. 2-2 to count. Nobody on. No out. Top of 5. Pitch. Hit it to Colbert across. And she's out. Good job by Natalia Colbert. Was she out or was she safe? Great job by Natalia Colbert. Let's see. The actual runner is. Looks like she's safe. Got a break in the action here. She's safe. The actual runner is safe. So actually, great play by Talia Colbert, but the runner was safe though. Leader Roca is now on the at bat. One strike to count by Roca. The pitch. 1-1 to count. The wind. Pitch outside. 2-1 to count. Pitch. Hits Roca. Hit by pitch. Looks like she was hit by the pitch. Looks like the call was cleared. The coach from Eisenhower not happy with the call. Runners on first and second. And up to the plate now for Nimitz is Clarissa Casa. Line pitching. It's outside. 2-0. 2 balls, no strike. Clarissa Casa. So far, Milan has pitched a great game for Eisenhower. The pitch, strike. 2-1 to count. Strike 2 to Casa. Wind the pitch. Casa. Full count. Colby Milan has pitched extremely well for Eisenhower tonight. Strike 3. It's a 4th strikeout for Milan. 1 down. 2 on now. Jojo Bilbo now hitting. Pitch on Milan. It gets away. Runner at second advance is over. One down. Lady Eagles of Eisenhower have this one, commanding 17-5 lead in this one. Jojo Bilbo at the bat. The wind by Milan. The pitch. Strike. 1-1 to count to Bilbo. A lot of stars tonight for the Eagles in the hitting side. Natalia Colbert among one of them. Fouled off by Bilbo. The wind by Milan. The pinch to Bilbo. And base hit. That's going to bring a runner home by Bilbo. Reese comes home. And now it's 17-6. Ivy Williams trying to bunt it across. One down. Lady Cougars trailing 17-6 in this one. Pitch. Seal trying to get the run at first. Bilbo. Pitch to Williams. In and away. 2-0 to Williams. It's strike, so it's 1-1. One and two, Williams. It's 2-2 to count. Wine, the pitch. Full count to Williams. Lady Cougars down. They need a big rally in this one. Down 17-6. Top of 5. 2-2 to count to Williams. The pitch hits her. The base is loaded situation now. Williams takes it over to first. Bridget Herrera is actually going to come up to in a bases loaded situation for the Lady Cougars. Looks like. Seventeen to 6. Lady Eagles of Eisenhower lead this one over the Lady Cougars of Nimitz. Very stellar pitching tonight by Kobe Milan for Eisenhower, who may be on their route to their first win of the season. Herrera now the bat for Nimitz. Bridget Herrera trying to keep the Lady Cougars in it. This is what strike one. No balls, one strike count to Herrera. Michael Lewis, John Trey Williams with you from Aldi Dynasty softball complex. Here's a pitch by Milan. Line drive by Colbert. That's going to get one home. That's going to get two home. And now it is Bilbo scores and also for Nimitz. Roka scores, and that's going to be 17-8. Cuts down the Eisenhower lead to 17-8. Now up to bat is going to be Stephanie Lindor. It's actually a pinch hit. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Line to pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike to Lindor. 17-8. 3 runs in this inning for Nimitz. Line's pitch is off. 3-1 to Lindor. A wild one here at Aldi Dynasty Softball Complex. Glad to have you aboard. Pitch. Ball 4 to Lindor. She's on base. Base is loaded. Now, Aldi coach is going to be a natural time. Just go talk out to Kobe Milan. 17-8. The slugfest out here, John Trey, tonight. Slugfest. More about the coaching staff. The head coach for Eisenhower, she played softball at Houston Baptist, was now is Houston Christian University as well. Alyssa Roca is now in the hit. I checked that. That's going to be Laura Guzman. It's 1 ball, no strike to Laura Guzman. 1 out. Runners at the corners. The pitch by Milan to Guzman. Away and out. It's been an interesting game tonight. As much to say, Nimitz got out to a 4-1 lead, but 2 big innings by Eisenhower in the bottom of the 3rd and 4th have blown this game wide open. Strike. Good pitch by Milan to Guzman. 17-8. Eisenhower, the Lady Eagles, lead this one. The wind by Milan to pitch. Outside, 3-1 to Wander Guzman. The wind by Milan. The pitch. It's high. Guzman is on base, and they actually scores a run. Williams comes in. It's now 17-9. Eisenhower leads this one. Now coming up to plate will be Ayana Garza. Bases loaded in this one in a wild game here. 17-9. Garza can actually open up some space here. Ball's hit. LeBlanc to Colbert for 1. And down to, and possibly Nimitz is down to the last out of the inning or the game itself. 17-10. Nimitz gets another one in. 5 runs in this inning for the Lady Cougars. 17-10. Strike to Garza from Milan. Yeah, check that. That'll be Abigail Ruiz hitting. Milan pitch. outside, 1-1. The wine by Milan. The pitch hits the batter. Bases are loaded again now. And it's going to be Alyssa Roca. Almost getting to the beginning part of the lineup that started this inning, John Terry. Alyssa Roca. I believe she was the person that actually started this inning. The wine by Milan. The pitch. Foul tip by Roca. All we're looking for now is maybe a field goal and a safety. 17-10. Eisenhower is leading this one over the Lady Cougars of Nimitz. A big slugfest out here tonight at the Aldine IC softball complex. Glad to have you aboard. Milan. Pitch gets away. The throw. She's safe. Scoring from third is Guzman, but she gets up slow. Like she actually may have twisted a calf, but she did score. So 17-11, 6 runs in this inning by the Lady Cougars of Nimitz. And Alyssa Roca can bring the Lady Cougars even closer if she can get one here. Two down, 1-1. As we said, a rivalry between two schools that have played against each other for so long. Wine by Milan to pitch. It's Roca. And the runner comes in. No, she's headed back, and now the bases are loaded again. Lambert Casa is now the batter. Milan trying to get out of trouble here. 2 out. Strike one to Casa. 17-11. 6 runs this inning for Nimitz, the Lady Cougars. Pitch by Milan. Strike 2. Run the thread on this one. Down to the last strike here. Pitch. The ball hit to Colbert. Throws home. She's out! Now there's actually a stoppage. Thanks, there's a stoppage. We're going to actually hold it right here.
Have you ever played this game? Have you ever played this game?
Well, it's going to the bottom of the, going to the bottom of the 5th. The 6 runs on, top of the 5th. 6 runs on 10 hits for Nimitz. All the Nimitz Lady Cougars. However, at the end of,
Is the score correct?
at the top of the 5th, the score. The Aldine Eisenhower Lady Eagles 17 and the Lady Cougars of Nimitz 11. You're listening to Aldine ISD Girls Softball on Vype Live. We're going to stay here just for a minute. Um, try to get some actual action caught up as well. As you know, Davis defeated MacArthur over at Davis High School this afternoon, this early this evening as well. We'll try to also get you some other scores. We're trying to get you some scores. Let's see what we can pull up here for the actual. I know that there is women's Final Four tonight in Dallas. Um, and, well, we know one half of the championship game is going to be tonight again. Angel Reese, 27 points, 24 rebounds. LSU defeats Virginia Tech by a score of 79 to 72. This may be if Iowa loses South Carolina. This is actually the matchup that everybody was looking for again, where South Carolina defeated LSU. So Iowa and South Carolina just started. So just look on ESPN and ESPN networks for that game. But LSU has defeated Virginia Tech 79 to 72. All right. Let's get back to this one. McFarland is still pitching for. McFarland is still pitching for the Lady Cougars as well. Very wild game here. We're just looking at maybe a safety and a 2-point conversion or something. And 17-11, the Lady Eagles of Eisenhower leading this game tonight. And a very big slugfest as well. Jacqueline Gonzalez will lead off for the Lady Eagles at the bottom of the fifth. It's just been. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, John Trey. It's been a wild game here tonight. Very wild game here tonight. A lot of scoring. Yes. 20 runs between two teams, and the highest amount of runs for the Lady Eagles of Eisenhower this season so far. Jacqueline Gonzalez is going to start it off for the Lady Eagles. Jacqueline Gonzalez is going to start. The wide by McFarland, the pitch outside, ball one. Charisma Garcia, could break a record with another intentional walkers on deck for the Lady Eagles. The hit, and it is lined. Great play by Garcia. It's one down. Charisma Garcia is up now. Gonzalez lining out. Charisma Garcia, she has intentionally walked 4 times tonight. Laureline LeBlanc is on deck for the Lady Eagles. Pitch by McFarland. Ball one. Got to dig back into, John Trey, the record books for a women's girls softball game in the All-United Steve for this one. The wind by McFarland, the pitch. Garcia, it's low and away. Looks like it's 1-1. 2-1. The wind by McFarland. And the pitch. 3-1 to Garcia. At time now, Garcia's coming in to talk to McFarland. Try to get a spot on the pitching mound for her. 17 runs for Eisenhower, the Lady Eagles. That is an actual record for this season so far. The wind by McFarland and the pitch. Half a swing and she's out. Oh, it's a strike and it's strike one to Charisma Garcia. The wind by McFarland. 2-1 pitch to Garcia. It's hit in the air. It's right at and caught. Great catch. Great catch on a play by Stephanie Linder. Here's Lauren LeBlanc. LeBlanc in this game. 2 steals in this game and also scored, excuse me, 3 times. The wind, the pitch to LeBlanc. Ground ball, picked up, and it's out. That's 3. Every tie is a side. We're going to the top of the 6th. The score. The Eisenhower Lady Eagles 17 and the Aldine Nimitz Lady Cougars 11. You're listening, watching Aldine Dynasty Girls Softball on Vype Live. Back here at the Aldine Dynasty Softball Complex, top of the 6th inning. Jojo Bilbo, the lead off for Eisenhower. For Nimitz, I'm sorry. Hit by Bilbo. Great catch! Great catch by, I gotta check, we gotta check to see who made that great catch for Eisenhower. Ezra Rayner with a beautiful catch for Eisenhower. Ivy Williams. Foul ball. Beautiful play by Ezra Rayner. 1 out. Pitch to Ivy Williams from Milan. Great play by Colbert for Eisenhower on that draw in. 2 down. Great play on it by Natalia Colbert. 2 away. Bridget Herrera. Pitch by Milan. Ground ball, LeBlanc. Oh, she boots it. Herrera trying to take 2, but she'll hold right there. LeBlanc was trying to make a actual good clean play on it, but it got away from her. Stephanie Lindor is now up to bat for the Lady Cougars. 17-11. It's been a very big slugfest down here at Aldine IC Complex. Lindor in. Pitch by Milan. On the way. Lindor. In. Pitch by Milan. Out. 2-0 the count. The wine by Milan. The pitch. Strike. One and one to Lindor. 1 out, 1 on. Eisenhower leading this one 17-11. The pitch. Lindor base hit up the middle. Holding second is Herrera. Landra Guzman now to hit. 2 away, 1 out, 2 on. 2 outs, 1 on. Landra Guzman try to keep the rally going. The wind by Milan. The pitch. Strike. CO looks at the runner. Runs her back. Ball hit fairly square. It's out there. A home run.
One out for the flag pose tonight, guys.
Lander Guzman with a 3-run home run. Lander Guzman with that home run. It is now 13-17. 17-13. Eisenhower still leads this one. Alondra Guzman. That looked like a Jordan Alvarez home run. What a shot. Alondra Guzman with the home run. 17-13 in this one. 2 runs have scored. The pitch by Milan. Strike to Ayana Garcia. The wind by Milan. The pitch. Outside. The wind by Milan. Pitch to Garcia. The wind, the pitch by Milan. Strike 2. Back and forth slugfest all night. See if Eisenhower can hold on to this lead. This slim 4.4 run lead. The wide by Milan, the pitch. Outside. To Garcia. Back and forth game so far. Eisenhower tried to hold on to slim 4 run lead. 3-2, 2 out. Pitch. Walk by Milan. Two down, one on, and it's going to be for Abigail Ruiz. Alyssa Roca, if she comes on, John Trey, this will be a start of the cycle again for them. Foul back. No balls, 1 strike count to Ruiz. Milan's had a very good game so far, but has ran into some trouble the last couple innings. Milan, bear down the pitch, outside. And you know, it's almost like John Trey. This started like it was going to be really much an Eisenhower ball game as we got into this inning. Not to be. The Nimitz has not been denied. Another foul off by Ruiz. Still a 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strike count. 2 down, 1 out. The home Eisenhower Eagles still lead this one 17-13. The pitch by Milan. Pop in the air. And it's dropped, but they can get the runner out, and they did. At the end of 6, the score, the Eisenhower Lady Eagles 17 and the Aldine Nimitz Lady Cougars 13. You are listening and watching Aldine ISD Girls Softball on Vype Live. We're back here at Aldine ISD softball complex between Eisenhower Lady Eagles and the Aldine Nimitz Lady Cougars. The pitch by McFarland to Reyna. Throw in time. Great play by Bridget Herrera. The batter is going to be pitched by McFarland. Low. Natalia Colbert made a great play in that third inning. In that last inning. Colbert 4 for 5 in this game. The wind by McFarland. And the pitch to Colbert. Swing and a miss. 1-1 to Colbert.
Okay, I guess you're supposed to tell me how many outs, bro. You ain't doing the outs. Come on. You ain't doing this for too many years. You ain't doing this. Look, you're supposed to do
The wine.
1, 2, or 3. You ain't doing it.
The wine. And the pitch to Colbert. Line to first. It's out. Good catch by Garcia. It's 2 down. And that's going to bring up Natalia Garcia. 3 for 5 in this one. The wine by McFarland. And the pinch to Garcia. Swing, foul tip. This will be strike 1. (17 to 14). The Lady Eagles up in this one. Wind by McFarland. The pitch. Ground ball. Throw to first. Got her. Great play by Bridget Herrera. That's going to do it. No runs, no hits, and nobody left. The score, as we go to the top of the 7th, the last stand for Nimitz, and the score, the Aldine Lady Eisenhower Eagles 17 and the Aldine Nimitz Lady Cougars 14. You're listening to
Is everything correct?
Aldine ISD girls softball on Vype Live. Back here in actual Aldine IC softball complex, top of 7, the Aldine Lady Nimitz Cougars trailing us from 17-14, and the batter at the plate, Alyssa Roca for Nimitz starts off the inning, takes a strike from from Kobe Milan for Eisenhower. The pitch by Milan. Roca fouls it off. 2-strike count to her. Gabriel Costa is actually on deck for Nimitz. The wind by Milan, the pitch. Roca hits it. Colbert over to first. Yes, she's in time.
Let's make sure. Was that an out, sir? I'm not sure because she been doing this all night and let me say. Was that runner out? Okay. Thank you.
And the runner was out. Gerardo with the actual great stretch. It's one down.
You can do it like 3 times again.
Clarissa Casa now the hitter. The pitch. That's a strike from Milan. Milan. The pitch by Milan. Outside. 1-1. Wide by Milan, the pitch. Foul off. In this actual rivalry, John Trey, this is the most runs between these two schools. This breaks the rule. Breaks 29 runs by these two teams back in 2018. Ball's outside. Casa. Line ready. The pitch. Casa. 2-ball. Full count to her. 1 down. The pitch. Strike 3. The 6th strikeout for Milan tonight. 1 down, one more out in this inning to go, and it's up to Jojo Bilbo to keep it going. 17-14. The Lady Eagles trying to get victory 1 on the season. They intentionally walked Bilbo. Now they're gonna go with. They're gonna go now with. They're going to go with Ivy Williams, Edwards, I'm sorry. It's now the hitter. Bilbo has been intentionally walked. Ivy Williams. Pitch. Good punt up the middle. Oh, it's thrown away, but they're going to try to chase her down. The run comes home, and it is 17-15 now. Bilbo scores on the play, and Williams reaches on a infield hit. 17-15. And Bridget Herrera, it's up to her to keep it going. Ball 1. It's just been a back and forth game so far. Pitch. Foul by Herrera. 1-1 to Herrera. 2 down. Top of 7. It has been a wild Friday night here at all the Dynasty Softball Complex. Lots of runs, 17 to 15. Eisenhower with the slim lead. Now over all day Nimitz. Pitch outside. 3, 2 and 1 to count now to Bridget Herrera. Moving the line has pitched all the way tonight for the Lady Eagles of Eisenhower. The stretch, the pitch, ball outside. It's going to be 3 and 1 to count. Williams gets back on the first. Stephanie Lindor is into the on-deck circle for Eisenhower. The pitch, ball hits her. Two on, two down. 2 on, 2 down. Stephanie Lindor can actually see if she can keep the actual Linder. Can they see if she can actually keep the Lady Cougars in it? This could be the last hope for them. Here's a pitch. It's a strike to Linder. Strike to Linder from the line. If the Eagles hold on, this will be their first win of the season, district and overall. Here's a pitch by Linder. To Linder. Strike 2. Londra Guzman to hit the home run last innings on deck. The wind by Milan. The pitch. Outside. 1 and 2. 2 on, 2 out. Top of 7. Top of the 7th. Eisenhower leading this one 17 to 15. Milan the pitch. And the ball's hit on field. Oh, here we go. It's over the head. One's going to score. Williams scores. And Reese scores. Herrera scores. And it is tied 17 to 17. Wow. What a hit by Stephanie Linder to drive in Ivory Andrews and Bridget Herrera. And now the game is tied 17-all. And you know who this is. It's up here. It is now Alondra Guzman. And she's actually being walked intentionally. Now Ayana Garcia, see if she can put on the lead for Nimitz. The pitch by Milan. Ball. 1-0. One and 0 to Garcia. The pitch. Strike. 17-all, and this is very exciting game between Eisenhower and Nimitz. Aldi Eisenhower, Aldi Nimitz. Lady Cougars versus the Lady Eagles. The pitch by Milan. Hits her in the shin. It's Garcia in the shin. She trots on to first base. 17-all in this one. Abigail Ruiz now to see if she can get the Lady Cougars in the lead. The wind by Milan. The pitch. It's low. 1-0 to Ruiz. Pitch outside by Milan. 2-0. Losing a little control there after having some control for a while. Kobe Milan. Almost looks like she's had almost at least 100 pitches. The pitch by Milan. Yeah, it's good for a strike. It's 2-1. 2 out, but now a 17-17 game. And maybe the bottom of the ninth, the bottom of the seventh, and Eisenhower may have to try to pull it out. The wind by Milan, the pitch. Gets away. Linder coming to the plate. She's safe.
He made that say.
Yes. Stephanie Linder has just scored, and now the Nimitz Ladies Cougars lead it 18-17.
You ought to be saying that for the Homer girls while she's out. Really. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, please.
3-1 to Reese. The pitch by Milan. Ball gets by LeBlanc. There's one. Garcia's in. And then another one. And Garza's in. And it is now 20-17. We look like we need to kick a field goal or something to win this game. 20 runs. This is a wild slugfest. And hitting now for Nimitz is going to be Alyssa Roca. Wild ball game. It's been back and forth, Jontre, all night. And I've never seen a ball game like this. Women's softball even have never seen a ball games. I've never seen a ball game like this. After the Lady Eagles got a 7 spot and a 9 spot in the third and fourth innings, bottom of, the Lady Cougars have come back with a 6-run fifth inning, a 6-run sixth inning, and a 6-run seventh inning to tie it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Have not seen this. This is an amazing game tonight. Alyssa Roca in this one. 2 down, and the Lady Cougars of Nimitz are up 20-17. Milan pitching, strike. The bottom of the 7th for Eisenhower to see if they can come back and win it. Very good ball game tonight. Pitch by Milan, a little bit off. 1-1. Pitch. Strike. 1-2. Ball high. 2-2 to Roca. Ball Casa is in the on deck circle for Nimitz. Pitch outside to Roca. It's full count. 3-2. It's just so strange that this game is so wild tonight, John Trey. It's almost back and forth. Back and forth. The wind by Milan to pitch. Fouled away by Roca. .42 hits in this ball game tonight. 42 hits in this ball game. The pitch. Foul away. We're trying to get you an actual update also on the game between the White Sox and the Astros as well, down in Minute Maid as well. DeWine by Milan. The pitch gets by LeBlanc, and it's going out to base hit by Roca. Clarissa Casa Casilla is actually on at the plate. This is now the 11th batter in this inning for Nimitz. They're leading 20-17 in this one. The pitch, it hits her. Bases are loaded now. And that's going to bring up Jojo Bilbo. Twenty to 17. Yeah. Nimitz leading Eisenhower 20-17 after being down almost by 9. Bilbo, base hit. She brings a runner in. Rescores, but then there's going to be an out. Roca's out. But 7 runs on 9 hits and 1 error. And the score, as we go to the bottom of the 7th, the score, the Aldine Lady Nimitz Lady Cougars 21 and the Aldine Eisenhower Lady Eagles 17. You are listening, watching Aldine IC Lady softball, girls softball on Vype Live. We'll be back. We're back here at Aldine ISD Softball Complex in Houston. Thank you very much for joining us on Vype Live. Yours truly, Michael Lewis, along with John Trey Williams. A wild one here in this district matchup between 2 rivals, the Aldine ISD rivals, district rivals. The Eisenhower Lady Eagles had a 13-run lead against the Aldine Nimitz Lady Cougars. The Aldine Lady the Nimitz Lady Cougars went on a 12-0 run in almost 3 innings, and now they lead by a score of 21-17. A lot of hits tonight, 40 some odd hits. John Trey, a lot of different pitchers, and I tell you what, Gobi Milan for Eisenhower has to be. Somebody's gonna have an ice pack on her arm tomorrow. She has really 110 pitches, but see what Eisenhower can do in this one. They're half of the 7th. And here we go. McFarland, the pitch. Pitch is low. And that's going to be Alan Doris hitting. 1-0 count to her. Here's the wind by McFarland and the pitch. Strike one to Doris. Leah Nash on deck for Eisenhower. It seemed like they had all the momentum going for them, but now they have to dig it out to try to at least redig the lead and get their first win. Here's the pitch to Doris. Wide outside, 2-1. A lot of great defense the last couple innings for Nimitz in this one, John Trey. Yes, yes. The wine. The pitch by McFarland. Low and away to Doris. And you just get this feeling for some reason or other. It's going to come down to this last at bat, to see if the Eagles could pull out this victory. It's coming to the last bat though. 3-1 to Doris. Let's see, Leah Nash is up next. And on deck circle. The wine. The pitch to Doris. And that's a walk. Leah Nash now coming in for up to bat for the Lady Eagles. Joe Bilbo talking to McFarland. Herrera. Garcia looking at trying to get this in a double play situation. The wind by McFarland. The pitch to Nash. Low and away. It's a steal by Dearest. She's at the second base. Run on second. Nobody out. A score from Minute Maid at downtown Houston. It is the Astros 6 and the White Sox 3. It's top of the 8th there. We'll keep you up to date on that as well. The wind by McFarland. The pitch. The Nash strike. 1-1 to Nash. Nimitz trying to hold on to this win and the lead into the win. They're leading 21-17, bottom of the 7th. The wind, the 1-1 pitch to Nash from McFarland. Low and away. Gets away from the catcher, and moving over is Dearest over to third on the wild pitch. Two and one on Leah Nash. Nash this evening, 3 for 5 with a 2 runs scored. The wind by McFarland. And a pitch to Nash. 3-1. Nobody out. 3-1 to count. What? Mall's 1 strike to count to Leah Nash. The wind by McFarland and the pitch. Foul ball. Yeah, it's a good full count now. If you're a South Carolina women's basketball fan, I was leading South Carolina at the women's Final Four second game, 38-37 at halftime. Farland to pitch. Hit up the middle. Darius scores. It's now 21-18. Nimitz. RBI single for Nash. And now the Lady Eagles only down by 3. Nobody out, and that's going to bring the pitcher up to the plate. Excuse me. I'm going to bring the pitcher up to the plate, Kobe Milan. Nobody out, 1 runner on and 1 run in for Eisenhower. The pitch by McFarland. Gets away. Nash down to second. She's in with a steal. That's the third stolen base for Nash tonight. Here we go. The stretch by McFarland. And the pitch. Milan. It's a strike. 1-1. The wind by McFarland. Pitch to Milan. Low and away. (21-18). Nimitz leading this one. Pinch by McFarland. The Milan foul tip. 2-2 count to Milan. Run in, runner on second. The runner's Leah Nash. She drove in a run. Drove in out Elaine Duras. The wind by McFarland. The pitch. And strike 3. Gets throw to first. Got her in time. 1 away. The pitcher Milan is out for Eisenhower. Now Johnson Gonzalez is going to be hitting for the Lady Eagles down. The last 2 outs, they're down 21-18. Gonzalez 3 for 4 in this one. The wind by McFarland, the pitch. Strike 1. 1 down for Eisenhower. It's the bottom of the 7th. Their home bottom of the 7th. Trailing Nimitz by a score 21-18. The wind by McFarland, the pitch. 1-1. JoJo Bilbo pitched tremendously the first 3 innings, but was pulled. And McFarland has pitched mostly the rest of the way in relief. The wind by McFarland. Pitch. Low. 2 balls, 1 strike. On deck is Charisma Garcia. Line. Pitch by McFarland. Too low. Hits the batter. And now Charisma Garcia. Now she has broken the record. Charisma Garcia has now gone to first base intentionally, the 5th intentional walk in the game by a batter. Charisma Garcia has just been taken on to first, and now five intentional walks of Charisma Garcia this evening. Now Laurelyn LeBlanc can actually try to Laurelyn LeBlanc is now in. The speedster has had 3 stolen bases tonight, and she scored 3. The wind by McFarland, the pitch to LeBlanc. Ball 1. Bases loaded. The Eagles can win it on any combination. Block hits a grand slam. It is over. The wind, the pitch. 2-0 to LeBlanc. The wine. McFarland is going to try to get out of a jam here to save the win. The wine by McFarland. The pitch. Too low. 2-0 to LeBlanc. If LeBlanc gets on, a lot of speed on the bases for Ezra. You're an Astros fan final from downtown. The Astros won 6-3 this evening at Minute Maid. Pitch by McFarland. That's going to force a run in. And now speed's on the base now. Nash scores, and now Ezra Reyna can actually pull it out. It's 21-19. Ezra Reyna has a speedy Laurelyn LeBlanc, and also has some speed with Jacqueline Gonzalez on as well. They're talking at the, and now new pitcher. It's going to be JoJo Bilbo is going to come back in. And it's going to be a switch. It's like McFarland is going to go out to right field. Ezra Reyna is going to be at bat. And JoJo Bilbo is actually coming back to see if she can pull out this game that she started pitching earlier. If Randy can unload the bases, the Arena can unload the bases. The Eagles win game 1 of the season. A lot of speed on it, especially with Laurel and LeBlanc. The wind, the pitch. Protected. Pitch is protected. The wind by Bilbo, the pitch. Outside. Cantor looks down. Trying to get Gonzalez coming out from third. The pitch. Three 0 the count to Ezerina. Natalia Colbert next. 3-1 to count. The pitch. Strike 2. She's going to win the game. Wind, the 3-2 pitch to Reyna. Oh, it's wild. Gonzalez comes in, and it is now 21-20. Natalia Colbert, who has had a very good night at the plate, is up. 5 for 6 in this one. The wind by Bobo. The pitch to Colbert. Ball 1. Colbert has also batted in 4 runs tonight as well. The wind. Pitch to Colbert. Gets away, but it's protected. You're going to see, sounds like it's going to be a dramatic ending right here. It sounds like it's going to, you just feel when they call you Colbert, it's going to be a dramatic ending. I can just imagine. The wind. The pitch. Colbert. 3-0. Colbert. The wind. The pitch to Colbert. Outside, the game's tied. Colbert drives in Garcia, and now it's 21-all. We've had touchdowns on both ends of the spectrum tonight. Interesting. 21-21. Natalie Garcia can be the person to win it for Eisenhower. Ball 1 by Bilbo. It's been a lot of walks tonight as well by both teams as well. The wind, the pitch, strike. Don't forget you can get all the action in today's girls district games in the Aldi ISD school district on Max Preps. Strike 2. Or is it strike 1, I believe? And it's strike 2, 1 out. Strike 3. Now it's going to be left up to who started the inning, Elaine Doris. It's going to be left up to her, Elaine Doris. It's going to be left up to her to actually salvage this one for Eisenhower. Strike one. Strike one to Doris. Foul ball. A lot of speed on that base pass for Eisenhower. We could have had a walk-off. Almost a walk-off. The ever so speedy Lauren LeBlanc at third. Colbert did. It's it. LeBlanc coming in to score. That's it. The Eisenhower Lady Eagles have won their first game of the season. Lauren LeBlanc comes in on a wild pitch, and the Eisenhower Lady Eagles have won their first game of the season. It is a wild one. Tonight, the final score from the Aldine ISD softball complex, the score on a Lauren LeBlanc stolen base. The Eisenhower Lady Eagles 21 and the Aldine Nimitz Lady Cougars 22. The first win district and also for the season for the Lady Eagles of Eisenhower. For John Dre Williams, I'm Michael Lewis. Thank you for listening to us to his wild game for the Aldine ISD complex. Again, the Aldine ISD athletic department thanks you, and thank you for listening to us. Again, the final score, the Aldine Eisenhower Lady Eagles win their first game of the season, 22, and the Aldine Nimitz Lady Cougars, 21. Good night from the Aldine ISD softball complex on Vype Live.